Welcome back to Wisdom Bound. Today, we're diving into one of the most thought-provoking books I've ever read, Don't Waste Your Life by John Piper. In this video, I'll be summarizing the key concepts from the book and showing you how to find true fulfillment in life by seeking joy in the glory of God, not in worldly success. Let's get started. John Piper opens the book with the call to live with purpose, a bold statement. Don't waste your life. He argues that the overwhelming majority of people live without a clear purpose or a vision for their lives. They're chasing after fleeting pleasures, thinking that wealth, success, or fame will bring them lasting joy. But here's the truth. Those things are temporary. They don't satisfy. Instead, the most fulfilling life is found in living for God's glory. Living for God's glory means aligning every decision, every action, every thought to honor and magnify God. Piper urges us to consider, what is the point of my life? Am I using it for something eternal? The reality of worldly success. Piper also touches on the lie that worldly success equates to fulfillment. Many people strive for wealth, accolades, and possessions, thinking these will provide the meaning they crave. But even the richest, most famous individuals have admitted to feeling empty inside. Piper highlights that success without God is hollow. It's like building a mansion on sand. It might look great for a moment, but it's unsustainable. The danger lies in devoting our lives to things that don't last. Worldly success can distract us from our true calling, living for the glory of God. Next, finding true fulfillment in God's glory. If true fulfillment isn't found in worldly success, where is it found? Piper makes it clear, it's found in the glory of God. When we center our lives around honoring God, everything else falls into place. Joy, peace, and contentment flow from knowing and loving God, not from external circumstances. Piper's call is for us to delight in God's glory. The book emphasizes that when we glorify God, we experience true joy. This isn't a fleeting happiness, but a deep, abiding joy that comes from living out God's purpose for us. Embracing the eternal perspective. Life on earth is short, but our actions can have eternal significance. When we make choices that honor God, whether it's through serving others, living with integrity, or pursuing justice, we're investing in something that will last forever. When we live with eternity in mind, we stop chasing after things that fade and start pursuing what will matter forever, the glory of God and the advancement of His kingdom. The joy of suffering. Here's where it gets powerful. Piper doesn't shy away from the reality of suffering. In fact, he writes that joy can be found in the midst of suffering when we know that God's glory is at stake. As Christians, we can endure hardship because we know it's all part of God's greater purpose. This doesn't mean suffering is easy, but it transforms our perspective. By focusing on God's glory in all circumstances, whether joy or suffering, we align ourselves with His eternal plan and find joy that doesn't depend on our circumstances. Lastly, practical takeaways. 1. Live with intentionality. Ask yourself daily, am I living for God's glory today? 2. Pursue God's kingdom. Invest in eternal things like relationships, kindness, and sharing the gospel. 3. Find joy in God, not in things. Seek joy through prayer, worship, and serving others, rather than through material gain. 4. Embrace hardship as part of God's plan. Recognize that suffering can be a means of glorifying God and find peace in knowing He's working everything for good. Don't waste your life is an invitation to live for something much greater than ourselves, to find joy in God's glory and live with purpose that lasts forever. I hope this video inspires you to reflect on how you can better align your life with God's calling and find your true fulfillment in Him.